So last night was the PlayStation State of Play February 2025, and I think the Secret of the Mimic trailer came out on that, but it doesn't even matter because Steelwool has finally released the Secret of the Mimic trailer, so we will finally get to see what was happening in PAX West. So, let's jump into that. Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic PS5 gameplay trailer. Oh! Okay, so Rami is apparently the Mimic. And Unit? Fazbear Entertainment is on the van, so that was Fazbear Entertainment then. Wait. Ow. We knew it. So, already, it's looking like we might just basically be playing the latter half of the Tales of the Pizza Pleck story, The Mimic. If you don't know, it basically, most of it is the Mimic's origins, and then right at the end, you play it as contractors going in, and eventually the Mimic kills them all. So maybe we're playing as one of those teams that went in. Maybe we're playing as one before, because there was a team before them that died. Or maybe we're playing as a team after. I think it would be really cool if we are playing as one after, because then you kind of have that chance. For one, maybe there's like one or two survivors, maybe you can help them out, maybe you can get them killed, and that could lead to possible endings. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, we're only 11 seconds in.
Missing, leaving our property abandoned in his warehouse. Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology.
So that's... yeah, so this definitely is what PAX West was about. Don't be late. Late employees are subject to fines and or punishment. Yeah, that's very Fazbear Entertainment, isn't it?
That he was developing for us. It's a kind of prototype endoskeleton that can adapt to any costume and become
the Mimic.
We suspect it may be malfunctioning, so just be aware of the slim but not
Tiger Rock. That was Tiger Rock. That was Tiger Rock. Jackie.
While attempting to retrieve it, including but not limited.
You were in ruin. I remember you. You were in ruin. I don't know if Carnival will ever happen. If I'm being honest, I don't think it was going to happen. I think this is what Silver were trying to tease at when they were, quote-unquote, teasing Carnival. That is horrible. That is creepy, though. So eerie. Jackie boy! Yeah. Or Jackie girl, rather. Oh. Oh. Wait, that's like a surfboard. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. He is adorable. I love that man. This, right, when we play this, I'm protecting this guy with my life. He is so adorable. He's literally, I think he is like a prototype Starfbot. He looks so adorable. That has to be the Mimic. Tiger Rock. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to that screen in a minute, because there's gotta be stuff on there. Music Man!
Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person.
You never are you? 6/13/2025. Let me calculate that into British. Let me remember what the 6th of is. June 13th, 2025. Don't judge me for having to use fingers, okay? It's hard to remember all this FNAF lore and what month numbers represent. Also, I'm British, so we do it differently. That's my excuse. So first of all, we have to go back to this screen here. Right, so it looks like Helpy already exists, but he's under the name Helper, which I feel does better represent, like, this is the 70s, right? 1979 was the year that we were given in the trailer. So, Helper Terminal 0.00, so possibly the first. Or there's going to be multiple terminals. There's probably going to be multiple terminals around the location. Welcome Show Sub-Terminal. Please select an option below. Reset Welcome Show. Missing executive access. So we're going to looks like there's going to be some kind of fetch quest there. And welcome show. That's interesting. I don't know what that's going to be.
Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology that he was developing for us. It's a kind of prototype endoskeleton that can adapt...
Okay, so it is just the one by the sounds of it. Although, I guess like, later down the line there could be more. Because the book did tease like, oh yeah, it ended up being a line. Also, is it interesting that this kind of predecessor of Hand Union, one exists. Like, it's interesting that he exists. Maybe this is the original voice. Because I guess, like, theoretically, realistically, Hand Unit's voice will have had to be recorded in some way, I guess. But then William Afton to make it for the sister location bunker. So maybe it's the original voice. Maybe this isn't too long before I guess this location could theoretically take place. So yeah, maybe it's that. Oh shit, I think my voice just cracked there. That's not fun.
could sustain significant injuries.
Oh, I didn't notice the laugh.
While attempting to... You could sustain significant injuries.
Oh, that laugh is... Oh, that's so eerie. But I will stand by this.
Including
This!
but not limited to death or dismemberment.
That is the eeriest of everything in this trailer. So, I feel like me and you were either going to love each other in the game, but it's going to be very much one-sided love, and we're going to have a great time, or you're going to be an absolute bastard throughout the entire game, and we're going to just despise each other. I feel like you're going to despise me either way, but I'm either going to love you or hate you in the game. I really want to love you, though. You seem terrifying, but very cool.
We fully expect...
It does look like there's posters on that wall, though, actually. Yeah, so those look like the Family Diner ones. So, I would presume that if these kind of posters are out for Fredbear's Family Diner and Fazbear Entertainment is up and running, we know that from this frame here where the van's got Fazbear Entertainment. It's the Help on a 2 van. And we have these Fredbear Family Diner posters. We know because we can see straight one there. Family Diner. It's the posters that we got in Security Breach. So, I guess we finally know what they were there for, other than just kind of, here's a hint to when the Family Diner happened. And this is the kind of day and age from the cartoon styles. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I think now it's like a, hey, you're not gonna know this, but it's a little teaser of something you're going to get in Secret of the Myth. I think that's what it is. Because realistically, everyone, including myself, kind of wants a Fredbear's Family Diner. But realistically, the only threat that you can really have in it is maybe the Mimic, right? So, and even then, the Mimic is very new, realistic, like in terms of the franchise. So, bit iffy. So maybe we're just gonna get a lot of teasers because I feel with the Mimic there's so much you can do from the early stuff. So maybe we're gonna get a bunch of Fredbear Family Diners hints of like when it could take place, that kind of stuff. I feel this would be the best game to explore it if they're ever going to explore it outside of a Fredbear's Family game or books, that kind of stuff. I love the scarf. The scarf is so adorable, but the eyes, those eyes are horrifying. Those eyes are absolutely horrifying. I do not like them one bit. Of course, pirate stuff is always out of order. It always is in this franchise, isn't it? Foxy. Mangle was somehow not out of order. Don't know how she wasn't. But every time we have some kind of pirate, it's always out of order. It looks like this is going to be some kind of, I guess, like the very earliest version of that stuff in Ruin. With the Faz Wrench. You are horrifying. Do not like you. very much do not like you. The majority of you is fine. The majority of you just looks like a baby. This, no. This is so hard. I don't know why. It just looks weird. I think it's the teeth. I think it's the teeth. I love that little caterpillar dude though. He's got such a nice moustache. This guy here. Very nice moustache. Love you. Bro. Was that a fish? We just... Oh, we love a rat. So I'm guessing the mimic is going to be lured to sound at some point. Also, generator. Just like we had in Rome. And that has to be... I don't know what to think of that, because to me that looks very much like DJ Music Man, but also the time gap. So it's not even like, you can't even say, oh yeah, it's a prototype, right? Maybe, I think the only way you could explain it is if it's like, this was a character, right, that Fazbear's statement had, and then in this game it's kind of really broken down, but like the blueprint's still gonna exist later down the line. Fazbear's Entertainment, they're in the process of making the pizza plex. They're realizing, oh shit, we don't have the money to keep this creative board. Like we see in the storyteller tree. Let's fuck off all of them, and let's go dive into the blueprint, see what we can steal. Find this guy, like let's revamp him into DJ Music Man, because he looks very reminiscent of DJ Music Man's base design, right? Obviously, I think may not be Music Man, and it's definitely very, very different vibes. I mean, he's got a mustache for one. A very, very handsome mustache, may I just add. The only thing I'm disappointed about, right, is that Rami was a lie. Rami has been a lie for so many years and none of us realized. Still, how could you do this to us? Rami? Rami's a lie? Rami's a mimic? Rami! Rami, how could you do this to me, man? I loved you. How could you? F in the chat for Rami. That is me. Put asterisk, dies, asterisk. And do the kind of classic thing, right? Rami's a lie, everyone. Rami's a lie. I'm just gonna go cry in my coffee. Okay, I'm just looking at it. So it looks like here we have that mushroom guy that we saw earlier. Can't really make out what it's meant to be. It looks like some kind of star. Some tattered thing here. Obviously, we've got the Don't Be Late sign that we saw earlier. The fan. We all know about the fan. That's been there since day one. Headcanon, the fan has been the same fan throughout every game. I think this bit is purely to show that the costumes that we saw at the end of Ruin were not, they weren't like a tease for Carnival, they were a tease for this game. I think that's what it's meant to be. Because otherwise, why would you, like, you could just make new ones, right? That elephant costume is very specific, and the other two look quite similar to the other ones that we saw. Obviously, we've got Tiger Rock. Yeah, so you can clearly see, this is very much our mimic. You've got the same kind of rims. The eyes, I think, look a bit different, but I think it's less of a, this signifies it's different animatronic, and more of a, hey, game development exists. Also, if you really want to take it as a lore thing, the mimic does look like he's kind of been fixed up a bit. So you could always say, oh, maybe the bulbs got shattered. Maybe his eyes had to be taken out and replaced. You could argue it from that standpoint if you wanted. But it does look like it's the same kind of base endoskeleton. Obviously, like, those rims, I don't think they're on any other endoskeleton that we have. And the amber eyes are a dead giveaway, right? And looking around this room, obviously we've got, What should we call the elephant? I'm gonna call him Arnie. Arnie the elephant. Arnie's arm is there. And is there anything else really significant in this room? No, there's really not anything significant. But we're calling this guy Arnie. He is Arnie until either the fan base has a name and I discover that, or we get a confirmed name. Whichever one is sooner. Realistically, the rest of the fandom probably has a better name. I quite like Arnie as this guy's name. I'm calling him Arnie. Helper. This nurse person, she looks very creepy. I would say her and Arnie, they are the most just creepy and eerie animatronics of all of it. I don't know what it is about her. With Arnie, I can identify it's the eyes. It's the eyes, right? It's the eyes. And then having the teeth and the tusks, that is a bit eerie. Her, I don't know what's wrong with her. There is something wrong with her. I don't know what. But something about that face. Something about that face. I don't like it. Like, I like it from a game standpoint. I mean, I don't like it as in, if I saw that in real life, I would be running in the other direction. Not going near it. Don't care how broken my leg is. I am running. I will not go to this nurse. I am about 70% sure that that is Montgomery Gator holding a banjo with a straw hat as a cardboard cow. So, you know how I went on earlier about Fazbear Entertainment with Music Man? Maybe kind of they're like, we have this old character model. It's still their blueprints, revamp them as a new character. I think maybe they did that with Monty. I don't think Monty had a animatronic yet, or even a costume. I think he was purely a cardboard cutout, like a bit of a character, right? Because at this time they're creating so many characters. I feel like that's the whole point of the franchise, like to show, hey, we're making all these different characters, right? I think Monty may have been one. That is Monty. Or at least an older version of it. Okay, so I hope you did enjoy. That's going to be it for this video. I mean, it's coming to 45 minutes on the recording. By the time I edit it down, it's going to be a lot shorter, I hope. But I go way into these kind of videos. Anyway, don't know if there will be a video tomorrow. There might be. Tomorrow's a Valentine's Day as a recording. So I might be putting out a DDLC video. Might not. We'll see. So maybe you'll have a video to look forward to tomorrow. If not, my last video that I uploaded was FNAF 2 Simplified. Yeah, but if you do enjoy these kind of videos where I'm kind of going into FNAF and I'm like analysing the smallest details that do not matter in the grand scheme of things. A lot of these things probably don't matter. But if you do enjoy videos where I do kind of over-analyse FNAF, check that video out. I go into a lot of it. But you go check out that video, leave me a like, and maybe subscribe if you want to see more news about Secret of the Myth when it comes out. And I will see you in the next video. Good bits for now.